are listening to episode 26 of the Wealthy Happy Soul podcast, The Expectation of Success. Welcome to the Wealthy Happy Soul podcast, a show for high achievers who are ready to start enjoying the life they've worked so hard to create. Join me, your host and certified life coach, Dr. Tangi, to learn how to start infusing the dedication you have for your career into living a truly fulfilling life. If you're ready to finally gain the happiness your soul has been longing for, this podcast is for you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the last in a 3-part series of the Mindset of Success. And today we are talking about the expectation of success. So one thing I've come to figure out is that whatever you expect, that's what you're going to get. So learn to expect success and not regret. It's my opinion that successful people expect to succeed no matter what. And that expectation helps them to actually attain everything that they are going for. Achieving your goals is really a faith walk. Hoping or wishing for anything in life will not get you very far without adding work and expectation. When you only hope for something, what you're basically saying is that you're okay if it doesn't work out in the end. At least you tried, right? Wrong. People go to school and hope that they get straight A's only to end up with less. People get married hoping for a lifetime of happiness and end up divorced some years later. We hope for a lot of things. And while hope is a good place to start, it is not enough. You have to add work and you have to expect success. When you add dedication and perseverance to your hope, then it becomes an expectation. And this is what breeds success. Your expectations affect how you show up in the world, how you interact with other people, and your willingness to take the actions required for you to get from point A to point B. If you expect things to go well, they usually will. And likewise, if you expect things to end tragically, they usually will. If you only hope for things to happen, you usually end up somewhere in the middle. So when you set the big goals, there's going to be resistance and even some emotional pain that you're going to encounter, but only about 100% of the time. The limits of your intellect, your emotions, and your abilities will be tested. There will be things and people who you have to sacrifice in order to move forward. We talked a little bit about that last week. But overcoming these things requires much more than hope. You have to anticipate them, prepare for them, and fully expect to overcome them in order to reach the finish line, because you will never be more successful than you think you can be. You cannot play the victim role when these things happen and expect not to get stuck. They happen to everybody with worthwhile goals in life, and nobody is immune or exempt. So regardless of the trials you may face along the way or the opinions that other people may have about your goals, you have to make the commitment to go for what you want and act with the confidence of somebody who cannot fail. Things are going to go wrong, but you have to keep going. When you fall, you get back up. All successful people do. The one thing successful people have in common is that all of us have failed a lot. But the failures do not prevent successful people from working on their goals. It does not prevent them from getting to the finish line. And the last thing I want to leave you with is to recognize that you are a CEO, whether you know it or not. You are the chief executive officer of your life. And even if you work for somebody else, you have to think of yourself as a business and an empire in and of itself. You have total responsibility over your own wealth and satisfaction in life. And your job is to evaluate the people in your life and then promote, demote, or terminate as necessary. Whether it's people, whether it's how you spend your time, whether it's things that you're purchasing. A CEO is responsible for determining the direction and purpose of an organization. In this case, that organization is you. Your destiny does not reside in the hands of your employer, your spouse, or the stock market. You and you alone are responsible for making the executive decisions in your life and recruiting your own board of directors, mentors and friends who will support you on your journey. And what this means is that you are responsible for educating yourself so that you are informed on the best practices available to accomplish your stated goals. Somebody with a CEO mindset over his or her own life would aim to make CEO decisions on an individual scale in order to increase his or her own levels of success, abundance, and satisfaction. In order to be the boss and live like a boss, you have to be willing to pay the cost that bosses pay. Think like a boss, and sooner or later, you will become one. All right, so that is it for the Mindset of Success series. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a beautiful week. Hey, want to learn exactly how to overcome all the obstacles that are keeping you from having both success and happiness? Well, sign up for the Wealthy Happy Soul Project so that you can begin creating the life you really want to live. And this is perfect for you if you don't want to waste another year swimming in indecision while watching other people just get over themselves and do the things that you have been dreaming about. There are so many people, even during a worldwide pandemic, who have started their business anyway, who have doubled their income anyway, and who have switched careers anyway. Isn't it your turn? Go to drtangi.com, click on the yellow course button, and sign up now. Thank you for listening to the Wealthy Happy Soul podcast. If you want to dive deeper into alignment and start cultivating your inner wealth, head on over to drtangi.com.